Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be making Lebanese Toum. And what this is, it's a garlic paste that's made from garlic obviously, oil, lemon juice and salt. All of these get mixed together or emulsified together to form a beautiful and delicious paste that can be used for so many different things. If you enjoy garlic, then you've definitely come to the right place. Please sit back, relax and enjoy. Okay guys, let's start this off with 30 cloves of fresh garlic, which is equivalent to 160 grams worth. And all I've done here is remove the root as it's woody and we don't want that in our final product. Grab yourself one large fresh lemon and slice it in half. Then all we're going to do is squeeze in the juice out of the whole lemon into a pouring jug. And I like to squeeze it into my hand just to make sure no seeds decide they want to be a part of this recipe. And you don't have to squeeze it in your hand, you can do it in a citrus juicer or through a sieve. We can then discard the seeds and chuck the lemons into a compost bin. Prepare yourself 3 cups or 750 milliliters of either sunflower oil, canola oil or safflower oil, but don't use olive oil as it is strong in flavour and will overpower the toum, which is what we don't want. Then the final ingredient for this dish is 2 teaspoons or 10 grams of sea salt flakes, which will not only be our seasoning, but will act as an abrasive for our garlic. Now we want to set up a food processor, blender or emulsion blender and add in our garlic cloves. Shut the lid, turn on your machine onto a low speed and start the breakdown of the garlic, and we want it to be completely minced. Then once it's nice and minced, we can turn the machine off, pop the lid open, and using a spatula, scrape down the sides of the bowl, removing any of the stuck garlic pieces. Once that's done, we can add in the sea salt flakes. Like I said before, this will obviously be a seasoning, but it will also help the garlic turn into a paste. Chuck the lid back on nice and tight, and we can then turn the machine on to its highest setting. If any garlic happens to stick onto the sides again, just make sure to stop the machine and give it a good scrape down. Then once your garlic is completely minced and turned into a paste, you should have something that looks like this. Now to piece this together, we're going to make sure our machine is on the highest setting, and with our freshly squeezed lemon juice, we're going to very slowly pour in 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters worth, and this is going to help this emulsify and balance the flavour of the garlic. Once the lemon juice is completely mixed through, grab your oil and very slowly pour in half a cup or 125 milliliters worth. But please make sure to do this very slowly, as this is what's going to emulsify or bind this all into a homogeneous mixture, and pouring too fast will overwhelm it, causing the mixture to split. So slow and steady wins the race on this one. So then once the oil is properly mixed through, we can then grab our lemon juice again and pour in 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters worth. We're then going to repeat this whole process until both the oil and lemon juice are completely added in. Also, just a quick tip. If you start to notice that the oil is floating on the surface, stop the machine and give the mixture a really good stir, just to fold the oil back in. And please do keep an eye on this at all times, because even though we're pouring the oil in slowly, it can still potentially split if it's not mixed through properly. Anyway, once scraped, chuck the lid back on and keep going until everything is added in and the mixture is completely emulsified and homogeneous. After that's all done, turn your machine off, remove the lid, and you should have something that looks like this, a nice thick paste that holds together and has a nice wobble on it. We can then add this into a serving bowl, an airtight container, a jar or a bottle, and one of my favourite things to do with this toum is to grab a nice big dollop of it and spread it over some delicious toasted bread. Not only is this fantastic spread over some bread, it's also absolutely amazing with grilled meats and roasted vegetables. This is mainly used as a dip, so you can just chuck it on the side with whatever you're going to use it with, and everything will taste so good. This does have quite a strong flavour when you first make it, but if you chuck it in the fridge for a day or two, the flavours will kind of calm down a little bit and taste even better than the day you made it. This recipe does make about 3 cups, so if you want less, you can half the recipe, and if you want more, you can obviously double it. And to store this, you can chuck this in an airtight container, jar or bottle, and store this in your fridge for up to 1 month, and this can actually be frozen for up to 6 months. Just make sure it's wrapped really tight, just so it doesn't get freezer burn. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I was able to teach you something. If you did, make sure you smash that like button and consider subscribing to see hundreds of more fantastic recipes. Thanks for watching everyone, stay safe and enjoy.